Okay, we got a question here from one of our friends via Instagram. So if you got any video requests, message me on Instagram. It's just my name. So, hello Saeed, I am talking to you for some advice that I desperately need. About a year ago, I moved from a hot subtropical environment where I grew up to a much colder, bigger, more populated city. I moved from my home to a smaller, darker, and mold-ridden apartment. As the year has progressed, I have been more unhappy and stressed. I have noticed that I have developed severe acne all over my face and has ruined my self-esteem. What do you advise I do to get rid of my acne and be happier? I love your video and always take on your advice. Thank you. Okay, so basically, whenever acids are created in the body, and they're created, acids can be created in many ways. If you go for like an intense workout, you have lactic acid. That's an acid, right? That's your body has to flush that out of the system. And you have different eliminative organs. So you have your kidneys, which flush, and then it goes out through your urine. Then you have your anus, as Borat would call it, right? Your anus. And there's the breath. And I think the bulk of the toxins actually leave via the breath. And then there's the skin. Think of the skin as the third kidney. So these acids can also leave via the skin. And that's what acne is. Acne is poisons that have to be, there's a significant amount of poisons inside your body that they have to leave via the skin. It isn't enough. The other eliminative organs are not enough. And the body always priority is to get rid of toxins. That's why when you drink alcohol, the first thing the body does, it stops anything else that's going on in your body. It wants to deal with this poison. It wants to get it out. So, your acne is the result of an acidic system. You're in an acidic system. Thinking alone, if you think negative thoughts, that creates acids in the body, in the blood. Poisons. And it is also your food. I would say those are the two major, and then the environmental toxins. But I would say the two major sources of acids, poisons, is stress. So negative thoughts, negative thinking, being stressed in a stress situation all the time. If your sympathetic nervous system is constantly activated, you're always stressed. You gotta pay your bills, or you're unhappy, or this or that. You're always living in fear of flight. Your body is producing a lot of acids, a lot of poisons. And then food. So if you want to get rid of your acne, then first of all, time to take control, take charge of your life. If you're unhappy, it's very simple actually. Am I happy? Yes. Okay, continue to do what I do. Am I unhappy? No. Okay, change something. You've got to do some changes. Like it's a no-brainer. Yeah, I find it, I find it a little difficult to comprehend that people are unhappy yet they continue to do what they do. I just find it difficult. Because if I'm unhappy, I always do something about it. There's often some transitional process. Like last year, I realized I am no longer happy being in Canada. And as soon as that realization hit me, there was instantaneous, what is the course of action that I am taking? And I began to take action. And within a year, I moved. So the transition phase was a year. Because I remember it was in the summer, actually exactly a year, in July, that I realized, I'm like, oh man. It was me and my brother, we both realized, like, why don't we just go to Thailand or something? It was just like a sudden realization, because we were both realized we're not happy here. We were honest about it, we admitted it finally. And then as soon as that admittance happened, the action began right away. And within a year, I moved in July. You know, it's like you begin to take action. So take action. You're unhappy, then do something about it. There is a transition period. It's going to be whatever, a year, 2 years, 3 years. It depends. It depends. You know, it depends on your circumstances and everything. But begin to take action. You know, that's just a no-brainer. My brother right now is busting his ass because, you know, I guess things got figured out for me. He's busting his ass. He's doing personal training, online personal training, and he landed a client. I think he landed another one. He's busting his ass to make this happen. For him, it's taking him a little bit longer. It's taking like you know, maybe 2 years. I think he said that in July he'll be able to move to the tropics. It's taking him 2 years. Great. That's not a lot. That's not a lot of time. But you take action. So take action. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? There's no point in lamenting over it, crying over it. All right. So I'm not happy. Okay. All right. What can I do? And once you ask the question, what can I do? The universe answers, because every problem has a solution. Every question has an answer. That's the dual nature of the universe, the dual nature of creation. So once you ask, you will get the answer. That's just, there is an answer for every question. What shall I do now? There is an answer. I am unhappy. What can I do to be happy? Well, there is an answer. So begin to investigate into that and begin to take action in the course, in the direction that would make you happier. It's very simple. So that's one part of it. Now the other part is the food. Last year around this time, around this time actually, yeah, I had acne all over here. Okay, in this forehead area, I had acne all over. Okay, I used to cover it with my hair, and I was puzzled. What is the problem? What is the problem? What is the problem? If you have acne here, you have so many toxins in your lower intestines, your large intestine. Okay, especially in this area, but also here, but mostly in this area. So as long as you're continuously getting acne here, that's a sign that you have a lot of toxins in your intestines. The body isn't getting rid of them at a sufficient rate. It has to let them out via the skin. And this particular area here is the intestines, the large intestines. And I began to do the fruits right around last year, and then the juice fast. And I began to be mindful of I was still eating meat around last year. I began to be more mindful of my diet, and I started to incorporate enemas 5 or 6 months ago. And that's it. This area completely cleared up. So a lot of your acne I'm gonna take an educated guess here. 70% of it have to do with the foods you're eating, and 30% has to do with the stress. And they both go hand in hand. If you're stressed, you're gonna want to eat the foods that are not good for your health. That's just, you know, it's law of attraction. So I would say 70% of it has to do with your food. And if you begin to take on a fruit-based diet, and you maybe do a juice fast or something to clean up your intestines, something to clean up the toxicity here, and you allow your body, you do intermittent dry fasting, maybe you do some water fasting, you allow the body some break to get rid of these toxins. And once your kidneys are able to get rid of the toxins on a regular basis, once your bowels are cleaner, and that's why I recommend you take a solid food vacation, whether it's on water or juices, the acne will begin to go away. All over your face, it'll begin to go away, and you'll clear up and you'll have a glow. So get a hold of your food, man. Get a hold of your videos, of your food. What I wanted to say about in regards to videos, actually, that's why I mixed it up, is the reason why I deleted my videos in all my old channel is because I gave some very bad advice, because I was misguided at the time. I told people eat meat every day, to get your protein. I told them to eat rice and starches, and it was bad advice all over. Bad advice all over. So I deleted the whole thing. I don't want to be responsible for it now that I consciously know what is actually good for your health and what isn't. So if you want to get cleared up, I would give yourself a solid food vacation, clear up the intestines. Eat some fruits first, some fibers to get things moving. Get some enemas, do some enemas. Take a solid food vacation. You know, I don't know, you just go for maybe 2 weeks or something. 3 weeks. 3 weeks would be good, I guess, especially if you have acne. Allow the intestines to clear up, and then allow the bowels to clear up, and that'll reset you. And then when you go back to eating, eat raw foods mostly. You know, fruits. You know, straight up fruits. You never have an issue. But right now, it's a sign. Acne is a sign. There's a lot of acids, a lot of poisons inside the body. So of course, you take care of you start to be happier. You're gonna tend to want to eat foods that are healthier. It just goes hand in hand. So both of these things go hand in hand. The stress and the food eating habits. I am almost certain that your food right now, your diet is far from good. You know, maybe not. Maybe the stress is doing it for you. But it's almost a sure sign when you have acne that something is off with your food. It's almost a sure sign. That's, again, food, I would say, in your case, 70% of the reason why you have acne. So take care of that and it'll go away. Like, man, when I started doing that, boom, just now is like not a single zit here. Not a single zit. Yeah, you'll never have to worry about acne again. Disease is an illusion. This is just a form of disease. You know, it's unnatural. Disease is unnatural. Happiness, strength, health. Like Wim Hof says, happiness, strength, health. That's the natural state of the human. This is an illusion, you know. Acne. I gotta put this on and creams and stuff. Oh man, I have bad hormones. I'm just bad genetics. No, acne is just an illusion. That disease is an illusion. When we do things that are unharmonious to our bodies and our minds, you know, you're saying you're in a large polluted city right now. That's unnatural. When we do unnatural and unharmonious things, that's what unnatural is. Unnatural is unharmonious, disharmonious. Then we begin to become disharmonious ourselves, and then we manifest these natural byproducts, side effects, such as acne, which is just a form of disease. Okay, so moral of the story, very, very simple. I'll write it down for you. Okay, very, very simple diagram. It says, are you happy? Yes? Good shit. No? Do something about it. Repeat. Repeat. Okay? So if you're not happy, do something about it. And clean up your diet. I would highly recommend you take a solid food vacation to clean up your intestines. I highly recommend you do intermittent dry fasts. Start with just 12 hours, no food, no drink. And then increase it until 16. That way you make sure your kidneys are filtering. You make sure your body has enough time to detoxify itself. And make no mistake about it, the acne will go away. Make no mistake. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. Okay, that's about it. Thank you to all the Patreons for your support. I love you guys. If you have a couple of bucks a month to spare, to show your appreciation for this community, you could do so down below in the description. I love you guys, and until next time. Oh wait, Saeed Mobile at Instagram if you want to ask something. Until next time, may the force be with you.